Good evening. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. For years, the redevelopment of the Jamesville site in Hamilton's North End has gone nowhere, stuck in a bureaucratic tug-of-war between the city and CN Rail. But now a request for a minister's zoning order could finally unlock the property and pave the way for it to become actual housing. Roger Collins joins us live in studio with the details. Roger?
Adam, Andrew Horwath is calling this her option of last resort. A minister's zoning order allows the province to override the local zoning and tribunal process. And under the Planning Act, if it gets approved and the minister approves it, then there's nothing she can do to stop it.
It's been nearly a decade since families lived at Jamesville and more than 5 years since the last tenants moved out.
There's a real light at the end of the tunnel on the Jamesville project.
The City of Hamilton has officially requested a minister's zoning order, or MZO, in an effort to move this housing project forward. It's a powerful tool that would let the city bypass an appeal made by CN Rail that's been tied up in the Ontario Land Tribunal for years.
91 units sitting, empty while we have a housing crisis. It's just not acceptable.
CN Rail has raised concerns about air quality, noise, and the proximity of new homes to its active shunting yard nearby.
So, people build housing next to their rail lines and then they complain, well, it always gets shut down by CN because they can always say they were here first. So
I'm in support of something happening because what's happening over there right now is just clearly not working for our neighborhood. It'd be nice to see some families have a place to live.
The original plan for the site called for 447 units, a mix of market and affordable housing. But those plans have since grown to 642.
And sure, there are issues with the CN shunting operations and fumes like that, but CN's out to protect its own interests. They don't want people to complain, they don't want lawsuits, and that's what they're after here. I think the city knows how to take care of the residents in the area, and what the residents in the area want to see is something built, more affordable housing, and hopefully, if it's possible, even some of those families returning back who were evicted before.
MZOs can be controversial. They override local planning rules and can be misused. But for city officials, this one is about unblocking a project that's already gone through years of public process.
We don't have to have this eyesore for the neighborhood. We don't have to keep reminding everybody about what a problem this site has been after 10 years, frankly. I'm happy that in 2.5 years I've been able to move it along to the point where it looks like we're finally going to get housing built here again.
Late this afternoon, CN Rail got back to us on the matter. It says while it's disappointed, it's going to continue to pursue standards that ensure the quality of life of residents while allowing for economic growth.